welcome to our first live yoga class with me, Siri. I'm excited to have you here, and I hope this goes pretty well. You can tell I'm in the baby's room, so hopefully we won't get interrupted by the wind or a baby or a dog, but if we do, we'll just go with the flow and see how that works. So today's class is going to be a gentle movement, and it is centered around the root chakra, the Muladhara. So that is the base of the spine. The chakras are they go up and down the spine. They're energetic fields. And when your root chakra, which is at the base, when it's balanced, you feel purposeful. You're grounded, healthy. You have a high physical energy. And so when you are balanced, you can focus a little bit more on what you have in your life that is abundant. So that's kind of what we're going to focus on today, is abundance instead of where you're lacking, or the positive relationships, the family, the financial situations that you have, instead of what you're lacking or what you're missing. So just kind of think about that as we move through our practice. Our intention or our affirmation for the practice will be, I recognize the abundance of love, trust, and care surrounding me. I recognize the abundance of love, trust, and care surrounding me. So let's get started. You can find yourself first on your back. So lying all the way down, kind of in a shavasana, letting the body be heavy. And close your eyes. Bring your left hand to your heart, to your high chest, and your right hand to your belly. You can drop the elbows out to the sides. As you begin to deepen the breath, in and out of the nose, maybe even a few exhales out through the mouth. Just becoming comfortable with the depth, with the movement of your breath. Feeling the back of the body grounding down as we go ahead and start focusing on that root chakra. The first chakra, and everything builds from there. So finding that physical health, that high energy today from our practice. Reminding yourself to move with abundance. A few more breaths here. Just feeling the rise and fall, the connection of your body to the ground, all the way down into the earth. Okay, now placing your hands down beside you, rolling the shoulder blades under so you feel the connection of the shoulder blades to your mat, palms face down. Bend the knees, place the soles of the feet on the ground, toes point forward, and then the ankles are right underneath the knees. We're going to begin with our bridge pose, really grounding into that root chakra. So keep the head straight up, try not to look side to side, but you can relax the neck. You're going to squeeze the belly in towards the spine and squeeze the bum together to protect the low spine. So on an inhale, just lift up. If you feel any sort of pinching or pain, then go ahead and lower down and maybe try to not come up so high. Distributing the weight in between the feet and the shoulder blades. Head stays still and breathe. On an exhale, lower all the way down. Not hugging the knees and lifting the feet off the ground. Bring the hands out to the side. If you have room, you can bring them out to a T, and then drop the knees over the left side. Just a little gentle twist here. Breathing into the right side of the body. You can look over towards your right hand if you would like, or keep the head still. Breathe naturally. Coming back through the center. And then on an exhale, drop the knees over to your right side. Softening. Breathing into the length along the left side of the body. And there's that strong wind. Good. Now bring the knees back to center. Bring the hands behind your head. And go ahead and lift your legs. And then on an exhale, hug the knees towards the armpits, keeping the feet together. And just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pull the belly in. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower all the way down. And if you have space, rolling over onto your right side. I don't spin roll over to the left. And press right on up. So finding a tabletop here. A flat back, the knees beneath the hips, spread the fingers wide, really pressing into the fingertips. You can even begin to sway side to side. So you're pressing into the fingertips, pressing into the palm. Pull the belly in, flat back. Moving through some cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly down, arch the spine, shoulders back, tailbone lifted. Looking up, open the heart. Full deep round of breath here. And then on an exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, push the ribs up away, puff your spine like a cat. Good, full round of breath here. And now moving with the breath. So you'll inhale, open your heart, cow, shoulders back. And then exhale, moving into your cat. Good, finding whatever breath pattern works for you. Good. Take a few more rounds of breath. Inhale, open the heart, massaging the full vertebrae. Even though we're focusing on the root of your spine, it's still good to check in with the rest of the body so we can begin to move that balance up through the spine into the energy of the body. Good. After that last round, find that flat back again. Walk your hands out. Move to downward facing dog. So tucking the toes under. Exhale back to your first downward facing dog. Walk the feet. So bending one knee then the other. Looking up towards your knees, up to the thighs. Pull that belly in, tailbone up and away. Engage the shoulders. Try to externally rotate the shoulders. We're going to move a little bit between downward facing dog and balasana, child's pose. So inhale, drop your knees a little wide. Let the toes kiss, exhale, back balasana, full breath here. Go, try to reach your heart and your third eye to the ground. Inhale, rock back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back, child's pose, balasana. Last one, inhale, come up. Downward facing dog. Good, feeling the connection of the hands, of the feet to the ground. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back, child's pose, full round of breath. Inhale, rise up again. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then begin to walk or step the feet forward. Bend the knees if your hamstrings are still super tight. Grab onto opposite elbows and hang for ragdoll. And just sway a little bit side to side. Shake the head no, shake it yes. You can rock a little bit, waking up the hamstrings and moving a little bit even more into the spine. And hang, feel the spine open and expand. Pressing down into the ball, into the heel of your foot as you roll up one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders back. Let's reach the arms up. And exhale, hands, heart center. Bring the hands into your heart, thumbs touching that heart. I recognize the abundance of love, trust, and care surrounding me. Pressing down into the ball of the feet. So move over here. Pressing down into the ball and the heel of the feet. Pull the belly in so you're lifting from the base of the body all the way. Try not to push the hips out or even tuck them under. The spine is neutral. The belly is hugging towards the spine. Shoulders are down, just naturally. And the ears are pulled back over the shoulders. Chin is parallel to the earth. Excuse me, shifting the weight into the right foot. Open the left knee out to the side. So pressing down into the ball and the heel, finding your focus, your gaze, drishti, and then walk that left foot into the inside of the right thigh. You can keep it at the shin. If balance is not your thing, maybe stay closer to the earth. You can stay here and then gradually move up. When you're ready, maybe not today, but you can bring your foot a little higher. Bring the hands into heart center. Once you find your balance, you can extend the hands upward. Keep opening that left knee out to the side, pressing down into your right foot. Keep the face relaxed. Heart is open. Notice your breath. Feeling grounded and rooted. Even though, as I look out the window, the wind is strong, the trees are swaying, they're still stable. They're remaining rooted down into the body. Bring that left knee forward and then step it back pretty far. We're going to lower that knee into a low crescent lunge. Anjaneyasana. Hands can stay up for just a moment as we settle. Pressing down into both feet. So if it feels better for you to tuck that back foot under, you can tuck those toes under. Gives you a little bit more grip. Otherwise, just let your foot be flat. But press it into both feet. Drop your hands. And then exhale back into a half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. See how the back stays flat and the hips stay over the knee. You don't want to sink back too far. So keeping the feet far apart so then you still get the stretch in the hamstring. Flex your right foot. Good, now we're going to move forward and back. So inhale, forward. Open the heart. And then exhale back. One more time. Inhale, forward. And exhale back. I'm flexing. Nice hamstring stretch. Inhale, come forward. Drop your right hand or left hand and reach that right arm up, squeezing the right knee in towards the body. Good. Lower that right hand. Tuck the back toe under. If it's not, lift the knee so you're in a runner's lunge. And then step that foot forward. Rolling up through the vertebrae. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands heart center. I trust in the abundance of love, trust, and care surrounding me. Abundance. Pressing down into the left foot, opening the right knee out to the side. Walk the right foot in again. Keep the toes on the ground. If that's where you are, you can walk up to the shin or even a little higher to your thigh. Trying to keep the body weight above that left foot so you're lifting up, not sinking into the left hip. Both hips are working evenly. One is rooting you and the right one is opening. Bring the hands up above, pull the belly in, pressing into the ball and the heel of the left foot. Breathe. Knowing when you fall down and step back up, that's okay. And trusting that there is still care around you. Trusting that there's still abundance in your life. Relax your face. Bring your right knee forward. And when you're ready, stepping it back and lower that knee. Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. Press into both feet. You can lift your heart just a little bit. Press the palms together. And then lower your hands on an exhale. Sink the hips back, half split. So if you notice, you can see that my legs are a little too close together. You can move. You can always shift and move around. Everything isn't always going to be perfect the first time or maybe even the 100th time. Just try again. So inhale, come forward. Heart lifted. And then exhale, sink back, half split. Flex the foot. And then again, inhale forward. Notice the difference between one side and the other. And then exhale, come back. Sometimes it's very drastic and sometimes not so much. Inhale, come forward. Drop your right hand and extend the left hand up. Twist, pull that left knee in. And lower your left hand. Lift the right knee, heart forward. Runner's lunge, and then just step forward. Inhale for your half lift, so flat back here. And then exhale, forward fold, rolling into the ball of the foot. The heels are light. Uttanasana, forward fold. Shake the head. Wiggle, walk the feet out to the sides. Toes turn outward just a little bit. And then lower the hips down. If your knees pop, mine didn't that time, they usually do. That's good, pops are good. So you're gonna rock a little bit side to side. If your heels don't touch the ground, you can slide a blanket underneath them, or you can just stay up on your toes. Good, pressing the spine down, bring the hands in heart center. You can even use the elbows to open your thighs, open your hips. Rooting down into the body, into the breath. Locating that natural breath again. 3. 2 more rounds of breath. Last one. Bring your hands back behind you. And you're going to find a straddle. So you can either face the front of the mat with your straddle, or you can turn to the side if you prefer to stay on the mat. So you'll flex the feet. Try to keep the toes pointed upward. Sometimes if they fold back, that's okay, or even forward. Maybe bring the feet a little bit closer together. If your hamstrings are still super tight, bend the knees. So flexing the feet. Keep your right hand here. Bring the left hand to the back of the head, bend the elbow out to the side. Inhale up, and then exhale, let that right hand run down the side of your leg. Get a nice side stretch in. So we're keeping the elbow in the back of the head so that side stays lifted, the heart stays open instead of collapsing. Good. Letting that right hand go as far as it wants. Pull the belly in. Breathe into the ribs. Pressing the left hip down. Legs stay flexed. On an inhale, slowly come up. Bring the right hand to the back of the head. Take a moment here just to open the elbows. Send the heart up. Good, come back to center. Let the left hand come down. Inhale, and then exhale, slide it down. Good, pressing that right hip down. Notice the difference again between one side and the other. Sometimes one side is a lot more flexible. That's okay. You don't have to force it into the exact same spot. You're just becoming aware of the differences. Feeling the base of the body, the roots. Inhale, come up. Drop both hands down. I'm going to walk the hands forward. So again, keeping the feet as straight up as you can. On an exhale, walk the hands out a little bit more. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk them out a little bit more. So you'll be able to find that spot where you can't really go any further without hurting yourself, of course. You'll find that little edge, that little space where you're flirting with, can I go further? Oh, no. So, and then you'll stay there. So once you find that spot, stay. If you realize, oh, I've gone too far, come back out. If you realize the longer you stay here, you can go a little deeper. Here you go, a little deeper. So trying to keep the back flat. Good. Taking care of your body is one of the best ways to find that high physical energy that we really need right now. It's such a weird time, so it's also such a perfect time to really focus on abundance, to focus on your physical needs. Focus on feeling grounded and stable in your body. That's why we're doing an earth-based movement practice today. When you're ready, slowly come up or from wherever you are. Bring the legs together. And feet even in the knees, and windshield wipes side to side. Now open the hips just a little bit more. So sitting up, you can cross the right ankle over the left thigh, avoiding any part of the knee. So you want to bring it a little bit closer. Flex your right foot. We're going to lie all the way down onto your back. So you can either stay here, or you can bring your hands underneath, threading in between your legs into the outside of that left leg, and grab underneath your thigh. If that's not working, then just bring your hands to the outside. Think, without pressing against your right knee, think about pressing that leg away from the body as you pull your left leg closer in. I like to wiggle and sway a lot. Try to relax your head and your neck here. A few more breaths. You can straighten that left leg if you would like. I'm going to lower that leg, uncross your leg, and then hug the knees in for Uttanasana. So you can even grab underneath your legs on the top. This helps to decompress the spine, open the vertebrae, and of course, helps with digestion. And now crossing the left outside of the ankle over your right thigh for reclining pigeon. Same thing here, avoiding your right knee. Flex your left foot and grab a hold wherever if you would like, and then maybe add that movement into it. We're already back down on our backs, so this is where we're going to be for the rest of the practice. I'm enjoying just lying on the ground, feeling the sunshine. Maybe if you're outside or feeling it coming in from the windows, maybe just imagining the warmth of that sunshine. Seeing or feeling a breeze. Of course, feeling the cool earth beneath the back of the body. Noticing the gentle flow of the breath. Good. Uncrossing that leg. And then finding Uttanasana again, so hugging the knees in towards the belly. Squeeze the belly in towards the spine. And then dropping both feet to the earth. Toes point forward, knees again stack above the ankles. So tuck the shoulder blades under. We're going to do 3 more bridge poses. Palm is face down, shake the neck is relaxed, the gaze is straight up. So not even turning to look to one side, you're just looking straight up. Pressing down into the feet, into the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift up, pull from the belly, engage the bum. And then exhale, lower down. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. You're trying to roll up through the vertebrae, 1 vertebrae at a time. Lift, lift, lift the pelvis. And then exhale, rolling down 1 vertebrae at a time until the tailbone is the very last part to touch. And then 1 more. Inhale, lift. Lifting the Muladhara, root of your spine. Aiming for that balance. Aiming for that sense of security, sense of purpose. Lift a little higher. Strong legs, strong bum, strong belly. And then exhale, lower down. And keeping your left knee bent. You're going to hug your right leg in and then roll you over onto your left side. You can either just drop that knee, or if you would like, you can straighten your right leg out to the side. Maybe grab it even onto the outside of that right foot with your left hand. Reach your right arm out to the side, and maybe the face even turns over to that right hand. Then close your eyes or find a soft gaze where your eyes are barely open. And breathing into the right side of the body, feeling the length here. Noticing the sounds around you. And the flow of the breath once again. And slowly come back onto your back, bending both knees. And then drop your right foot and rolling over onto your right side. And then straightening that left leg out. Again, you can grab onto the outside of that foot with your right hand. Reaching your left arm out to the side. Finding a nice relaxing twist here. Sometimes when we really slow down in our practice, that's when our mind races more. It's different for everybody, and it's different every day for practice. But that is the test there. Learning how to be with those thoughts without judging them or even really trying to push them away. You're just acknowledging, yeah, my mind is busy right now. Maybe you're not really used to that stillness, that quiet. Maybe that's a sign that you need a little bit more of it, or that you're not there yet. You're not quite comfortable with being that still. And that's the beauty of our practice, is it brings us to all these places where we learn to sit with discomfort. We learn to put ourselves in a pose, a position that we never tried before. So we are unfamiliar. But knowing that we're safe, that we're taken care of is the beauty of our practice. And coming back onto your back, all the way down onto your back. If you have low back pain, keep your knees bent, walk your feet to the edges of your mat, and then drop your knees together. If you would rather move all your body out into full Shavasana, you can take that shape. We're going to take an abbreviated Shavasana here. So lying all the way on your back or keeping your knees bent, closing your eyes, and just being here with the body. Letting your body absorb the movement, the work you've just done. Feeling the back of your body pressing down into the earth. Feeling the groundedness, the weight of the body. Of the energy in that root chakra. And drawing you down into the moment. You're still acknowledging what's going on around you. The sounds, the smells. And that you're also here with this beautiful space of stillness, of coexisting. Bringing your left hand back to your heart space, your right hand to your belly, and just feeling the breath move. On an inhale, feeling it rise into the belly, underneath that hand, then moving up to the spine into your left hand. And then as you exhale, the chest falls, the spine falls, and then the belly falls. And again, inhale through the belly. The breath rises up the spine into the chest, and then falls from the chest down into the spine, and into the belly. One more round. Inhale. Deeply. Expansion. And exhale. Softening. Surrender. When you're ready, slowly rolling over onto one side. Using the strength of your arms, of your forearms pressing up. Finding a comfortable seated position. And just sitting here for a moment. Just a quick moment of gratitude. Bringing your hands in heart center. Reminding yourself to root down when you feel a little bit overwhelmed, when you don't feel secure financially or with your family relationships. And tell yourself, I recognize the abundance of love, trust, and care surrounding me. You are safe, you are held, and you are loved. Thank you for practicing. Namaste. Be on the lookout for more yoga tutorials coming this week. Thank you so much for sharing your practice.